Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to this session. Today, we are going to talk about nervousness and anxiety. In fact, this is two important topics that we turn it into one topic to summarize and to be briefed. Why we have to address this topic today is because we've noticed that almost all of us, when we have a presentation to deliver, most of the time we face nervousness and we are anxious. Why? Because we are in front of people. It's not always easy to stand in front of people and talk. But by the end of this session, or by the end of this presentation, you will be able to stand in front of the crowd and deliver a powerful presentation. Learn to overcome your anxiety and your nervousness. So let's keep the ball rolling. Most of us, as I said, most of us experience a fair bit of anxiety when it comes to presentation. Many non-teachers, lecturers, or other presenters feel nervous despite having given hundreds of presentations. It doesn't matter. At times, even after they have delivered a lot of presentations, several presentations, they still can't get that confidence. And being nervous is not a problem or a weakness, but being overconfident and not nervous at all is a weakness. I don't know if you got the point. Being nervous is not a problem or a weakness, but being overconfident or not nervous at all is a weakness. You have to learn how to overcome your weaknesses so that you can transform the weaknesses into strength. Why would anyone get nervous in a presentation? That's what we're going to talk about in this presentation. That's what we're going to table out and help you to overcome it. The reason of getting nervous, first of all, you may be having a demanding brain. A demanding brain is a brain that forgets. You have memorized something, but you cannot remember. Because of the stress, because of the crowd, you forget everything that you have learned. We have seen that several times. Good presenters, they stand in front of the crowds or politicians and they completely forget what they wanted to say. And they have to go back to their notes and before they deliver their presentation. We call it a demanding brain. So you may be having a demanding brain, or you can be under the spot of light. At times, some people get confused when there is light in front of them, especially characters who play in movies. Some of them, once the camera is on, they get confused, they forget everything. That may be one of the reasons. Another reason is you are not well prepared. Well prepared. You have to prepare yourself well. When you have a presentation, you have to rehearse again. Another cause may be the lack of confidence. You may be lacking some confidence. Reason why you get nervous and you lose control. You lose your control. So you have to learn how to master it, learn to be confident, and that is what we are going to teach you in this presentation. What are the symptoms of getting nervous? First of all, you may be having sweaty palms. You touch your palms, you feel like you're sweating, or a dry throat, or butterflies in your stomach. You feel like you're having butterfly in your stomach, or you're having a running stomach. That is a sign that you are going to get nervous. The panic that your mind has gone all blank about what you are going to say. That is something that often arrives. You are in front of the crowd, you have the mic, but you cannot talk. You have that panic that everything that you wanted to say has disappeared, has vanished. So you need to calm down, calm yourself, look for a point of equilibrium where you gain the confidence. How nervousness will affect your presentation. First of all, you have to know that once you are nervous, you cannot, and I'm sure we all agree on that, you cannot deliver the same presentation with someone who is confident. So learn to control your emotions. Nervousness and anxiety sign. You can have a shaky voice. Imagine you are talking and you are stammering. It means you are nervous. Your shaking voice on box, for example, vibration. You're talking, but your voice is vibrating, or your body is vibrating, or your hands is vibrating. Sometimes we've seen people that when they start a conversation, they have to hold a pen or hold something to gain the confidence. So you learn to control it. A quiet voice. Some people, when they stand in front of the crowd, they lose their voice. They can no more remember. They cannot say anything. They try to voice a word, but it can't go out. We call it a social phobia. It is because of the crowd, because they are afraid of the crowd. The reason why they have that social phobia, the loss of concentration, affect the audience. You lose your concentration because the audience is looking at you. You cannot stand their eyesight. You cannot stand. That's the reason why you lose concentration. And when you lose the concentration, the audience will notice it. The audience will notice it. That is a sign of nervousness. You also stuttering. That is also another sign. Stuttering, you disorder words and ideas. You start having ideas A and B, you get mixed up. Everything is just upside down in your head, you get mixed up. We call it stuttering. It is a sign of nervousness and anxiety. Now, let's see how to overcome it, how to reduce the nervousness and the anxiety. The stress relief bowl. Stress relief bowl. Some people, when they have the presentation, they have a small bowl that they hold to relieve their stress. Some people look at the foreheads. That is also a technique. Get to know your audience. Most of the time, people get nervous because they don't know the audience. And why don't they know the audience? It is because they did not take a time to study that audience, to understand the audience, know what is their profile, what is the background of the audience. If you size your audience very well, I assure you 100% you will master the audience and you will know how to control yourself and gain confidence in front of your audience. Practice, practice, and practice. I will say it again, practice, practice, and practice. Once you have a presentation, make sure you practice. Rehearse. You have to rehearse the day before the presentation. You have to rehearse, and rehearse several times. And when you wake up in the morning, rehearse your presentation again. Only practice makes perfect. So you have to practice. This is what I have just mentioned, the stress relief bowl. The stress relief bowl helps you to release tension and stimulation of nerves, diversion of attention. It helps you to release some tension in your blood and stimulate your nerves. Some people gain confidence like that. Look at the forehead. Try looking at others in the forehead. Don't notice someone's eye contact and gesture. Because imagine, for instance, you are delivering a presentation in a hall of 500 or a 1000 people hall. Everybody is looking at you. And if everybody, as we say, everybody has two eyes, that means in a hall of 1000 people, you have 2000 eyes looking at you. If you have to look everybody eyes into eyes, believe me, at time you may get confused. So look at people's foreheads. Look at people's foreheads so that you do not have to be getting confused because of the eyesight. 7 secrets to control your fear of public speaking. This is one of the techniques from Navy SEALs and Steve Jobs. 1. See it from your audience point of view. And it is very important. Try to see it from your audience point of view. How? Your audience doesn't notice most of the signal of nervousness you feel. They don't notice. So try to gain confidence. Stop stammering. It might surprise you that many celebrities, including Adele, Taylor Swift, and Rod Stewart, feel stage fright, but have learned to control it. Everybody always face that stage fright for the first few minutes of a presentation. You just learn how to control it, and how to control it. It is through these techniques that we are giving you today. First of all, see it from your audience point of view. Focus more on your mission. Focus on your mission. What message do you want to deliver? What goal do you want to achieve? What message do you want to convey? Focus on the message. Focus on your mission. Complete your presentation 2 weeks before the delivery date and practice with a focus on one clear objective. I repeat it again. You have to complete your presentation like 2 weeks before the presentation day. And focus, you have to practice, and each time you practice, you focus on one clear objective. This will help you to deliver your best presentation. Third, prepare well. You have to prepare. Get prepared. Nothing will reduce anxiety more than the confidence that comes from knowing you're fully prepared to communicate. If you are fully prepared, you get confident. And that is a very powerful tool. Get prepared. Know your audience, your message, and how you plan to convey yourself. You have to know your audience, know your message, and know the how you will convey the message. Focus on what you want to deliver. Be prepared. Number 4, rehearse. You have to rehearse. Your confidence also comes from being well trained in delivery and practicing your remarks. You have to rehearse. Several times you have to rehearse. Don't expect perfection. For all of us, our communications will continue to be a work in progress. As you have noticed, me too, I started stammering at a certain point. So everybody can make a mistake. Don't expect to be perfect. Don't try to be perfect. But try to do something good. Try to do something better. Try to control your emotions. If you make a mistake, acknowledge it is a mistake, learn from it, and move on. The more you practice and deliver, the better you will get, and the less anxious you will be. Number 6, understand your role. In any communication setting, if you have not properly defined your role, you will be at a loss for how to communicate. You have to define your role. What is your position? Where do you stand? What is the message you have to convey? Who is following you? And who is your mentor? Who is your audience? Are you introducing someone? What does your audience expect of you? Once you understand your role, you will feel more comfortable about how and what to communicate because you understand your role. You cannot convey a message. You cannot improve if you don't acknowledge your state, where you are, if you don't know yourself. So know who you are, where you stand, and what you want to convey, what you want to achieve, what is the goal. Put it in your mind. The last point, and number 7, breathe. Take several deep breaths. Before you begin speaking. It also helps to practice relaxation exercise. Always breathe before the presentation. Exercise earlier in the day can also help to relax your body. You have to exercise. You can go to sport, running, gym earlier in the day before the presentation to relax your body. But before you go on the stage, you have to breathe. So as I have mentioned, you have 7 points, 7 techniques to overcome it. So let's go through it together one more time. The 7 secrets to control your fear of public speaking. This is the 7 secrets. Let's roll up. You have 1. See it from your audience point of view. Second, look at foreheads. And the third point, prepare well. You have to prepare. Always prepare well. Fourth, rehearse. 5, don't expect perfections. 6, understand your role. And 7, breathe. Breathe. Okay, I hope you have mastered the message. I hope you have enjoyed the presentation, and I hope you have learned from it, and you will try to practice it and apply it each time you have a presentation. And from this, you will become a successful presenter in your coming presentation. Looking to continue for another training with you guys, and I'm sure we will continue taking the trainings together. But before we get terminated, I would like to thank the Bridge Training College, which is offering us this ability and this platform to teach all of you guys and to share our knowledge. Thank you very much. Thanks to the British Training College, and thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Take good care of you guys. Don't forget, like and share our page. Thank you very much.